Hello everyone and welcome back to the At Peace Within YouTube channel. In this reading, I will be revealing to you what is blocking your twin flame union and how you can heal it, of course. We have 3 piles over here, so we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So take a moment to take a deep breath and feel into your heart which pile you feel most drawn to. I'll be posting the timestamps below. So without further ado, let's see what is blocking your union. Welcome, pile number 1. Your cards are the Aeon reversed, the 8 of Wands, swiftness reversed, and 5 of Swords, defeat, reversed again. So the Aeon is number 20 of the Major Arcana. In traditional tarot decks, it is called the Judgment card, and it is one of renewal, old things leaving and new things coming in. It's about redemption. It's about everything being judged and everything taking its rightful place. However, in its reversal, it has to do with self-deception. There's somewhere in your consciousness when you're not being fully honest with yourself about who you are or perhaps what you want. And this is something you will find reflected in your twin flame as well, because you share one consciousness. So if there is somewhere that you're deceiving yourself or you're putting up a false mask, then your twin flame will mirror that to you. Then we have the 8 of Wands, swiftness. It is again reversed. The 8 of Wands is a card of swift action, and it's a fiery card again. The suit of Wands is the suit of fire. So it's about making rash decisions in its reversal. And perhaps even about jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that your good is not yours and that someone else can have what is yours, which is never true spiritually. This can manifest in many different ways. It can manifest also in your abundance. It can manifest in the form of other suitors approaching your twin flame, or even your twin flame being committed to someone else. The 8 of Wands reversed is also about making rash decisions and moving forward with thoughtlessness. Of course, on your twin flame journey, you don't want to overanalyze things too much or be overly rational. Your brain is here to help you analyze, but not to make the decisions. It is your heart that makes the choices that propel you forward. However, if you do not examine the motives of your actions, and you act out of jealousy, and you act out of a place of wanting validation, perhaps. Again, the Aeon reversed, self-deception, right? So wanting validation from others means that there is somewhere in your consciousness that you believe that you are not enough, or that you weren't created perfect, which again is a lie. And it is safe to release those lies as they come up into your consciousness for healing. You do not have to hold on to lies. They do not serve you in any way. And finally, the 8 of Swords, defeat, reversed. It's a card of fear and feeling like you're struggling against life itself, feeling like everyone is out to get you and against you. It's a card of feeling like you have lost something. But in spiritual truth, this is not true. I get the message that for some of you, you might feel like the battle is lost, like you messed up in your union and your twin flame is never coming back. Or they're with another person and this makes you feel very bad on the inside. However, all those are illusions. Your twin flame is meant only for you. There's no need to hold on to the jealousy, right? This is a self-deception that is holding you back from your union. You cannot lose your twin flame. You can choose to experience the illusion of separation. But again, this illusion can be fixed by something so simple as your choice. In order to heal this, you can use decrees or the mirror exercise to heal those feelings as they come up. You do not have to hold on to the jealous feeling, to the feeling of loss, to the feeling of defeat. The Divine supports you abundantly in your twin flame journey. And the Divine wants you to be perfectly happy and perfectly romanced. If you're watching this video, there's still a part of you that still believes there's hope, right? So I'm here to tell you that indeed there is hope. There's no need to feel like you have lost anything, because you have not. Even if it appears that your twin flame is not in contact with you or that they have run off with someone else, that is just a block for you to heal. It is, again, an illusion. It is just deception. Only love is real. And this is why it is safe to release any fear-based thoughts of this never happening. There is actually a tried method that gets you into union. It is guaranteed. And it is inevitable. The more you choose love, you will always find your twin flame there, choosing love alongside you. But the same is true of the opposite. When you choose fear, your twin flame chooses fear alongside of you. You do not need to wait for them to choose you. You need to choose yourself right now. You need to choose truth right now, and you need to choose love right now. The next two cards are Ebony and Emerald upright. The Ebony card goes hand in hand with the defeat reversed, right? It's about pain, it's about loss. It's safe to release this painful feeling. It is safe to release the feeling of loss. You have not messed up. You have not fucked up. Every single thing that is happening to you, every experience, holds the gift of healing. Whatever you have right now in your experience with your twin flame, no matter how bad it looks on the outside, you can heal within. At the core, nothing exists between you and your twin flame but unconditional love. The Ebony is also a card of anxiety, so it's safe to release this anxiety. It's safe to release the stress. Your job is not to figure out how you will get into union. This is the divine's job. Your job is to be present with whatever arises in your heart, whatever feeling of sadness, perhaps of loss, of jealousy, and affirm to yourself the truth that you are lovable. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have your twin flame. You deserve to have your perfect life because you're a divine child. And whenever you have those negative thoughts, you can heal them with love and you can let them go, just like the clouds that drift in the sky with a gentle wind. You do not have to hold on to any thoughts. Just observe it and let it pass and correct it with truth and love in every moment. We have a technique called the mirror exercise that is exactly this. You find the parts within you that are hurting and you give love to them until you feel at peace. And it's a very good idea to learn this exercise and practice it on your twin flame journey because it is the most effective healing tool that you will ever find, especially combined with meditation. The Emerald card is the exact opposite, actually. It's about glory, it's about power, authority, it is about victory, and it is about joy and bliss. And it came out, notice how it came out after all those very negative cards, and you have the victory after all this. You have the joy, you have the abundance. This is a very clear message to you that at the end of your suffering is your union. Well, suffering is an illusion anyway. At the end of all this, you can heal this, you can overcome this, no matter what has happened. You can let go, you can forgive, you can love yourself all the way into your union. Things might look bad now, but that is just an illusion. And the ego will try to yell as loudly as it can those negative thoughts of your twin flame not wanting you, of them never coming back, of them preferring to be with anyone but you. But it's all a lie. The reason why ego yells so loudly all those things is because they're not the truth, and it's only way of being heard. But you do not have to hear that negative voice. It is not the truth and it does not serve you. So I invite you to release all the negative self-talk and say the truth of your situation. You're truly blessed with those upsets because when you heal those upsets, you deepen into love, you deepen into your successes, you deepen into your union and your relationship with yourself, the divine, and your twin flame. So in fact, every upset is a gift because when you release the parts of you that are hurting and when you love them, you allow more love to come in, you allow more of the divine to come in, you allow more of your twin flame to come in. So this is a really hopeful message here that, okay, your external situation might look like shit with your twin flame, but you know, it's okay. Accept that it is what it is right now and still love yourself through this. And when you claim your support in that, if you feel the need to, then you will come out victorious. This is a guarantee. And the final two cards I have for you, pile number one, are Soulmate. But, well, Soulmate and Twin Flame are used interchangeably, so this is the Twin Flame card for me in this deck, because there is no Twin Flame card in the Romance Angels deck. Yes, this is your Twin Flame, and Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So, it is safe to relax into this experience that you're having because, yes, this person in question is your Twin Flame. And that means that you share one consciousness. The love and the desire you feel for them at the core, they feel it equally. And whatever seems to be blocking you, again, it is a deception. It's not the truth. They desire you as much as you desire them. Because you are one. So you can feel safe in that knowing of your love, and your love is indestructible. It doesn't matter how many lifetimes pass, it doesn't matter how many years, how much time, or how many obstacles there appear to be in the way. This is a love created by the divine, and therefore it is perfect. It is eternal, and you can trust in that. And that's how you can take one step after the other now and heal this gradually in a pace that feels compassionate for you. The flirt card is also about being bold here. Don't be afraid to extend this light-hearted energy to your twin flame. Don't be afraid to flirt with them, but of course always examine your motive. If it comes from a place of peace and love and you wanting to just express yourself and share yourself with them, go ahead and do it. That's the best thing you can do. Share yourself from an authentic place with them. That's what they respond to best, because they are you. They do not respond to any masks or any idea of how you think it should be. They respond best to who you truly are, because they were created for you, not for another version of you. However, it's also a good idea to be mindful of how you connect with others that are not your twin flame. If you're flirting with people that are not your twin flame, and you're doing this consciously, this is not a really good idea, because this is not how you get them to commit to you. This is not how you get your union. You get your union by choosing only your twin flame above all others in all lifetimes, in all situations. And you stick to this decision. And you close all the back doors to anything that is not your union. You do not think, for example, oh, my twin flame is being an asshole, so, whatever happens, I can always go back to my soulmate ex from like 5 years ago. No. This is not how you get into union. And this is not, and of course this is going to lead to even more like feelings of defeat over here, even more feelings of disappointment, because your twin flame mirrors you perfectly. So if you're not committing to them, and if you're leaking your sexual energy to others, they're going to do the same thing. And you're going to be wondering, like, why the heck are they doing this? I love them so much and they're out there flirting with others. But the truth is, it's because they're reflecting something in your consciousness as well. So be very mindful of how you relate to others and how you spend your energy. Every piece of your energy is sacred. So really examine the relationships you have in your life. What are you putting out there? And what do you want to receive? And what is your intention in general? Because if you want to truly be in union with your twin flame, and you know in your heart that this is the person for you, then there will be no issue in closing all the other back doors and being like, you know what, I'm going all in. I will have you and no one else. And it actually feels very, very good and natural to commit to your twin flame, because your natural state is one of union with them. So it should feel very, very good, even if you feel an upset come up at this. After you heal this upset, you will feel very good and very relieved to commit to them. And you will notice that they commit to you too, the more you deepen this commitment. So this is all I have for you, pal number 1. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more readings and other juicy content. If you feel like you would need extra support during your twin flame journey, I'm a Certified Ascension Coach, and I would love to support you all the way into your Harmonious Union, so feel free to check out the links in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome, pal number 2. Let's see what is blocking your union and how you can heal this. You've got Prince of Wands, the Ace of Discs, and the Six of Cups. Pleasure. So the Prince of Wands is the airy part of fire. It's about someone who is swift, strong, impulsive even, but noble and generous with a sense of humor too. However, the shadow side of this card is about pride and intolerance and being prejudiced. So this card is pulling your attention towards the parts of you that perhaps have been prejudging the situation with your twin flame, or the parts of you that are consumed by pride and therefore you do not want to give another chance to your twin flame or the union between you, because you feel like, you shouldn't bother with them, or you're too good for them, perhaps. Or that you've tried too much and they're not doing enough. Therefore, you should just stop altogether. The Ace of Discs has to do with material gain, it has to do with power, it has to do with labor and wealth, perhaps even materialism. And it's the beginning of all this. It's the root of the earthly powers. It's a very grounded energy. So perhaps I'm getting the message that there are blocks to your abundance that are also affecting your twin flame union. And I'll get to it in a moment how these two affect each other, because they're very close. The Six of Cups, pleasure. It's about, of course, pleasure and well-being and harmony, satisfaction, happiness, and fulfillment. However, its shadow side can be very, very vain and presumptuous. And even thankless, might I say. I'm feeling that the root of the core block to your union right now is about feeling perhaps that you're doing too much and all the inner work has fallen on you, and your twin flame is doing nothing but scratching themselves all day and having fun and just forgetting about you. But this could not be further from the truth. You and your twin flame are one at the core, and each of you is assigned with one piece of the spiritual work to bring you together. They desire to be with you as much as you desire to be with them. However, it is more compassionate right now for you to do this part of the spiritual work that is assigned to you, and for them to do their own part of the spiritual work that they're doing right now. Their spiritual work might not look like meditating or even doing the mirror exercise. Their spiritual work might look like them doing sport in order to process their feelings, or gaming even. It can have many different facets, right? Everybody has their own way of processing their feelings, and this doesn't mean that they're not doing any spiritual work at all. I'm also getting the vibes that some of you might have fallen into the trap of thinking that there is an awakened and an unawakened twin flame, which again is not true, because your equal is awakened. However, they might not be as knowledgeable as you in, for example, astrology, but they are knowledgeable somewhere you're not. Twin flames doesn't mean carbon copies of each other. Twin flames means perfect complements. So whatever it is that completes you, they will have it. And vice versa. You have what completes them. You do not have to have the same skills exactly. They do not have to be expressed in the same way for you to partner with each other. Your twin flame union has a very specific purpose, like all twin flame unions. And this is where the abundance comes into play, because when you come together with your twin flame, you're meant to live your divine life purpose. It's not just about having a fulfilling romantic relationship and having a family. Of course, you have those things too with your twin flame. They're the whole package. However, there's a very specific purpose that each one of us has. The world is not complete without your gifts and your very unique way of sharing those gifts with the world, and your own way of being of service to the world. So this is the purpose of why you come together, to live a life of service to the divine, but in a way that feels really good and really juicy to you, because it is your natural talent and the way you naturally express yourself. So if the words service and life purpose and work sound triggering, then yeah, that's a block to heal, because your life purpose is meant to feel really good and it's meant to energize you. It's not meant to feel like a dead-end job that you go to in order to trade your life force for money. So this is why abundance is connected to that, because when you live your life purpose and when you give the gift of you to the world, then you're abundantly supported in giving that gift. Of course, you might have to transition into it instead of going all out. Each journey is unique. But still, you will reach the place when you're fully supported by your divine life purpose. You're created to do that, so you will always be supported in that. You will always have the amount of abundance that feels good to you by pursuing your life purpose and living it. I love the natural progression between the cards, because it's about first, releasing the judgment of how your union should look like, or of what your twin flame should look like even, and releasing the pride and seeing that all there is between you and your twin flame is true divine love. And also when you ground your finances, when you also ground in general, because you're not just your spirit, you're also your physical body, and taking care of your physical body is a way to support yourself in living your divine life purpose and pursuing your twin flame. So it's a good idea to examine the relationship you have with your surroundings, how your house feels, how your body feels, your exercise levels. It doesn't have to be any crazy exercise, but a 10-minute walk per day feels good, and it It's enough to get your body moving, and it feels very good to get the energy flowing in that way. Also, your relationship with your food and your body image is worth examining here. How do you feel about all those things? And if there are parts of you that are not fully satisfied with those, then find out why you do not feel satisfied and love those parts of yourself. And also take the divinely guided steps in order to, change the circumstances. You're not a passive victim of your life. You're an active participant. You're an active co-creator with the divine of your life. And this is why your heaven on earth is guaranteed. Because when you choose your heaven on earth, you will have it. Of course, there are blocks to heal to that, but this is very easy and very quick. So it doesn't have to be this long and exhausting process. It's actually very fun. It's actually very easy. So yeah, when you've healed all those things, you find that the next step is fulfillment and beauty and abundance. So yes, it might feel, you might be dealing with all those negative feelings right now, but this doesn't mean that giving up will bring you relief. In fact, giving up produces more misery, because you know what is in your heart and you know what your heart desires most, and it is to move forward and have your union, because you are designed to have it, you're designed to be in it. So there is no reason to give up. Keep the faith strong and keep up your healing work, and it is guaranteed you will get there. In fact, the illusion is that you are not already there. So the next two cards I have for you are the Fox. That's interesting. And the Emerald Sultan. So the Fox has to do with intelligence, and also it's also a card of trickery. However, trickery is an illusion. No lie can stand against the truth. So it's safe to release any thoughts that are encouraging the separation consciousness, which is the illusion, and just move forward in a smart way instead of a trickery way. This is also a card about receiving validation and receiving compliments about the job well done. So if you feel like you're not recognized for what you do and for all the work you've been putting in, then it is time to give yourself this pat on the back, because you are your source and the divine, of course. So you do not need anyone outside of you to come and tell you, well done, you've done a good job. It is in fact from your own heart that you seek this validation. It is safe to appreciate yourself. It's not an ego thing to appreciate yourself. Of course, you don't want to get conceited. However, you do want to appreciate yourself and all the good work you've been putting in, and just recognize your achievements and your successes. And truly recognize yourself. Truly see yourself. And this is how your twin flame truly recognizes you and sees you. And they will return the compliments, of course. They will mirror that appreciation you have with yourself. Again, the Emerald Sultan is about seeking the truth. It's about adjusting to the situation. It's about, again, being smart and releasing the lies. And you can tell always what is the lie of the ego and what is the truth of love, because your heart is designed to know. It is your compass here. So it is by releasing those lies and those judgments and by grounding that you will get this beautiful, fulfilling union that your heart so craves. The next two cards I have for you are True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And the message I'm getting here is very clear. This is your true love. It is your one true love. And you're meant to be with him eternally and grow eternally in love. It's not the romance of just a lifetime, it's the romance of all lifetimes, in fact. So it is safe to go all in here. It is safe to invest in yourself. And it is safe to claim your support in this journey by working with a twin flame coach, for example. And also investing in the right teachers. Because having the right teachers will help you move forward in such a much faster pace than if you're stuck in this cycle of false teachers that just keep you in a state of upset constantly instead of helping you to move forward and helping you to deepen into love. If you're not sure about which teachers to claim in your twin flame journey, I highly recommend Twin Flames Universe. Essentially are my teachers too, and this teaching has brought me so much relief, and it has helped me so much with my own twin flame journey, and in fact it has helped me overall with living a more purposeful life. I've noticed a huge difference in my life by applying those teachings, and you will too. So if that's something you'd be interested in, then feel free to check out the description below for more information. And finally, the passion card. It is safe to feel your feelings. Do not numb out. If you feel passionate about something, then it is safe to go all out, and it is safe to go all in and pursue this passion. There is a reason why your heart feels so alive. Of course, there's a reason for everything, but there's a reason why your heart feels this way. And I can see you're really passionate about your twin flames, so there is no need to wait in order to claim them and be with them. If you're currently not with your twin flame, you can still cultivate this passion in your life through the activities that you do. Again, it's very closely connected to your divine life purpose. What gives you passion and what you feel is important and what you think is valuable in life. This is a great hint to move in that direction. And it is safe to feel the way you do about your twin flame. You're not crazy for desiring them. You're not, it's not wrong to want to be with them. In fact, it is very natural, and it feels good to honor that desire and to go all in and commit to this journey, because you know in your heart of hearts that this is the one for you. So this is all I have for you today, pal number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more juicy content and other twin flame videos. I'm also a Certified Ascension Coach, so if you would like to work with me, claim a reading or one-on-one coaching to help you in your twin flame journey, feel free to check out the description below for my links. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome, pal number 3. Let's see what is blocking your twin flame union from manifesting and how you can heal this. So, we've got the Two of Discs, Chains, we've got the Lovers reversed, and we have the Four of Swords, Truce reversed. So the Two of Discs has to do with chains and harmony. And it is a pleasant chains. But it also has to do a lot with the ups and downs. Like you feel like you're losing something and gaining something and then losing something and then gaining something again. And this can feel very exhausting, of course, because it might feel not sustainable. So the Lover's card is normally a very beautiful card of devotion and melting into one another and just being one, and it's a very twin flame card. However, in its reverse position, I feel like you feel like in order to relate to your twin flame or be with your twin flame, you need to give up of yourself, or you need to take from yourself, which is not true at all. Actually, your twin flame is designed to love you for you. They're not designed to love anyone else the way they love you. So there is in fact no need to sacrifice anything in order to be with them. It might seem like you have to let go of things, as with the Two of Discs card. However, on your twin flame journey, you will find that you will let go of situations and people that never really loved you at the core and never really served your highest interests. So it is not a true loss. The way, for example, when you have certain flowers and plants, in order for them to bloom, you need to cut out several branches, and this is how they bloom even more. They're not losing those branches that you cut out. In fact, this is, letting go of one thing in order for it to multiply and grow. And this is what happens with you on your twin flame journey. In order to expand, you need to let go first of what no longer serves you. And that is not a true loss at all, because it never really served you to begin with. So you will be called to release any fake friendships or a job that no longer gives you anything, that no longer feels important or passionate. And it is safe to release this and trust that you're abundantly supported. The divine loves you, and when you're choosing this journey of true divine love, nothing that is a lie can stand upright anymore. It will be torn down. This doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's actually a very positive thing, because in its place you get to build the palace of your twin flame union, the palace of your heaven on earth, and it needs a really solid foundation. And for this foundation to be laid, the previous building to be torn down. And that is actually something very positive. I understand it can feel scary, but you can release that here. It is absolutely safe. Anything that you feel like you need to release right now, you can safely release it. You can be secure in that, because the thing that will take its place will be so much better and it will feel so good. And in fact, I can tell you from personal experience that whenever something no longer serves you, there is so much joy in letting go despite the fear. So the Four of Swords normally is about finding peace and the balance of powers. However, in its reverse position, it has to do with a fake truce, which means there is no true peace at all in there. It means that there is a part of you that is less satisfied and like you have to compromise your values even. It also has to do with restriction and isolation. Many of us are quarantined due to the coronavirus situation, so this can also be bringing up feelings to you about feeling isolated and disconnected from the rest of the world. And feeling disconnected from your twin flame, but it doesn't have to be the case. You and your twin flame are always connected in your heart because you share one consciousness. In fact, you can tune into your heart right now and feel them with you. They are not going anywhere. They always remain there because this is how you were created. Those feelings of isolation are because it is your own company that you seek most. It is nothing outside of you that can fulfill you. And this is a great opportunity to make a positive change in your life by putting up boundaries, as the Lover's card reverse is saying, and also by choosing to be your own best friend, by choosing to romance yourself. And you will notice that it is mirrored in your twin flame too. Your communication instantly deepens when you choose to be your own best friend, when you choose to be your own ultimate lover. They're a reflection of you. So the love that you have for yourself and the love that you give to yourself, you're actually investing into your eternal union. The message I'm getting for some of you is that perhaps you've compromised by being with a soulmate or a karmic, and it doesn't feel as good and juicy, but it's better than being alone, being single, whatever. I don't know if my twin flame will want to be with me, if I leave my partner, yada yada yada. And this is a lie. This is a total lie, because if you're waiting for your twin flame to commit to you first before you can commit to them, then you will be waiting for a long time. They share your consciousness. You are one. So it's like being mad at your reflection in the mirror for not holding out their hand before you. You choose simultaneously as one. It is impossible for you and your twin flame to choose separately. So it is safe to release the relationship that doesn't feel as juicy. It is safe to claim perfection in all areas of your life. You do not have to compromise and be with a person that does not fulfill you 100%. Of course, fulfillment doesn't really come from the other person, it comes from within. But what I mean is, someone you do not have to compromise for. For example, if you have a certain vision for your life that you feel like you need to sacrifice in order to be with this person because it's better than being alone, this is not the case, and there is a lot of suffering in that until you finally choose not to suffer anymore in this way. This is a very self-punishing pattern to have, and it's really safe to release it. It's safe to release that relationship. It doesn't mean that the other person is a bad person, alright? You can actually let them go in grace and peace and be grateful for the lessons they taught you in the time you were together. However, staying with a soulmate and keeping the back door open just in case, it will not guarantee your union. Going all in will guarantee your union. And when you are ready to go all in, then your twin flame is too. The next cards are the Sultana of Ebony and the Sultana of Diamonds. So the Sultana of Ebony is a clear marriage card. Normally it is about sweetness and the good marriage. However, it is reverse, which means that, again, it has to do with loss in its reverse position. You feel like you're going to lose everything if you commit to your journey. However, as I said before, what appears to be lost, you do not truly lose anything when you partner with the divine and when you follow your heart. Of course, things that are not in your highest good will fall away, but this is going to happen inevitably anyway. There's no reason to prolong this. It is time to step up and take the next step. There is no need to fear, and in fact, if you worry and you feel like it's going to be very difficult to finally be with your twin flame, this is exactly what you're going to manifest. However, if you choose for it to be light and easy, then this is how it's going to be. Your choice as a divine child is extremely powerful. So you're not the victim of your outside circumstances. You're actually very, very powerful, and it is time to recognize and claim that power for yourself. You're strong and you can do anything, and this is the most important journey of your lifetime. So your heart is clearly calling out for this person and to have your perfect love, so there is no need to wait. Again, the Sultana of Diamonds reversed, it has to do with selfishness, and not in a way that is healthy and putting yourself first, but in a way that is destructive and putting ego first, in fact, not yourself exactly. But yeah, putting ego first. And this is another block to be healed, because ego is not real. It is an illusion. It is actually fear. And it is what is holding you back. And nothing that is built on ego can last. Only what is built in love can last. So it is safe to release every single one of those structures in your life that was built on ego or a false image of yourself even, and move forward in truth and peace and love. So the final two cards I have for you, pile number 3, are Forgiving and Learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, and playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So these are both really beautiful cards. It is about taking a really good look at your life and the places of you that feel hurt, and forgiving deeply yourself and others that you feel have hurt you. And it's about releasing everything that happened in the past, because there is no reason to be stuck in it and be constantly thinking about this and replaying this in your mind and even having it manifest over and over again in your reality. You're not a victim of those patterns. You're actually stronger than them. You're stronger than ego, and you have the power to overcome them. One of the ways you can overcome them is by forgiving. It is by loving yourself. And it is by trusting that you're infinitely supported, and trusting yourself and trusting your heart to make the correct decisions. It's okay if things happened in the past and you didn't know any better. You know now, so you can forgive yourself and love yourself and move on, knowing that you will never make any good choice. You will never make the same choice again. You can always choose love and choose differently. All we have is the current moment. So again, you can release the past. It doesn't matter what happened. It matters what is happening now, and what you have in front of you is what you need to heal to get into your union. Then the playfulness card, it is about, releasing the overburdened feeling and the compromised feeling and just connecting with your inner child. This is very important because this is our authentic state of being. It is not one of stress and fear. It is about playing and enjoying ourselves in our everyday life. Your twin flame journey doesn't have to be swimming upstream and a struggle to get all the way to union. When you choose to be in the divine flow of life and partner with the divine deeply here and claim your support, this is how you get there very easily and very quickly, actually. Because when you resist, you do not allow the new energy to come in, because there is this resistant energy that is pushing it off you. However, when you release the resistance and fully enjoy yourself in every moment, and you recognize that upsets are temporary and you can fully love yourself there and heal them permanently, then you open up yourself to this new energy and you receive more love in your everyday life. So this is all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings and other juicy content. I'm also an Ascension Coach, and I offer personal readings and one-on-one coaching to help you on your twin flame journey. So if that's something you'd be interested in, feel free to check out the description below for my links. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!